folks, I'm Ray.
Cynthia.
And you're watching Real Men Wear Kilts, and today we are interviewing Louis Collingwood. So Louis is from Kentucky, and he is a kiltie, and you've been seeing him in the groups and everything, but he has a lot of interesting things going on in his life. So I thought we'd bring him on, and so, hey Louis, how you doing?
Doing good. How are you guys today?
Hanging in there, bro. Hanging in there. So you've been a kiltie for a while now. How long have you been wearing kilts?
So I got my actual first kilt. It's been probably 3 years ago that I got into getting my first kilt, wearing it around pretty much around the house, and finally decided to get a few more, and so probably as far as being a daily kilter, just a couple years that I got into being a daily kilter.
So you said you got your first kilt and you wore it around the house. Were you working up the chutzpah to go out in it, like just trying to get used to wearing it around the house? Or?
Basically, what did you do to finally get into the kilt? What was the
yeah.
impetus?
What got you out the door?
So when I got my first kilt, and it was something I've always been interested in, the Celtic heritage, family being having the Irish and Scottish, the fact that Eastern Kentucky, Appalachian region, it's Scottish heritage is steeped in the culture and a lot of people's heritage in the area. But when I got my first kilt, and it was the thing with I wanted to try it out and was like, hey, it was really comfortable. I started wearing it around, when I do stuff outside around their property, and like I said, just around the house kind of thing. Then my first venture out, as far as that would be, was going to, of course, the Scottish festivals. That was, an easy go-to, wearing the kilt. And then it was like, this is just something I'm really comfortable in. It has a lot to do with my heritage. So, I'm going to get some more and start wearing them around some more.
Cool. So do you have any, well, first of all, actually, what was it like doing your Walk of Fame or something? A lot of people talk about the Walk of Fame finally going through Walmart.
By yourself?
Oh, yeah.
Grocery store. So what was it like for you?
Well, going to, Kroger, Walmart, the very first time was like, you had that nervousness, like, oh no, everybody's looking at me, or everybody's staring at me, or everybody, or whatever. But then, to be honest, when you go online and you look at the people at Walmart site, then you really don't feel so bad about wearing a kilt to Walmart. It's just, I guarantee my garment that I'm wearing looks a lot better, so I don't worry so much about that anymore.
Mm-hmm. So what's your favorite kilt? And how many kilts do you wear? How many kilts do you own? And then what is your favorite?
So I have, I'm up to 10 kilts now. My favorite being, which I can show you, is McKay Ancients family kilt. I think I can show you. I can try.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
That is really pretty.
That would be my family was McKee, which and that being the sept of McKay, Clan McKay. So that one is absolutely favorite. Now I have the second favorite, which is an Anderson, Anderson Modern. I wear that one a lot because that one, it has so many colors and the pattern is kind of complex. So I always get great compliments when I'm wearing that one. So I do wear that one a lot. Pretty often also.
So who made your McKay kilt then? Is it, who's the supplier or something?
This one came from USA Kilts, from Rocky and the guys up in, Pennsylvania.
Yep.
I actually have several that I've gotten from them.
Awesome.
The quality, and the service as far as that goes. They're very personal, even though, they have I think a pretty big kilt business. They have great service, and anything that they do, they always take care of you. I've not had any problem having them take care of things for me from there. So they absolutely.
We hear a lot of good, just like what you said, we hear a lot of good reports on USA Kilts.
Yeah, USA Kilts is one of the better ones, and
I
highly recommend them a lot.
Yeah, and I have kilts from several kilt makers. I mean, I've tried, my very first one actually came from UT Kilts.
Yeah,
it was a tartan.
Yeah,
it was the Black Stewart was the very first one I got, and that came from UT Kilts because it was decently priced, and it's still a good quality. So I don't want to take away from. I know that you can get into higher dollar amounts when you're going to pay for kilts, and some people say, well, you get what you pay for. But I have some that are $100 that I like just as well as the ones that are a little bit more expensive. But so it doesn't always have to break the bank to look good in a kilt.
Yep. Now, one of the more popular questions out there, and that a lot of people like to talk about, at least our group, is very Scotch oriented.
Getting more Scotchy every day.
Nothing wrong with that.
What's your favorite Scotch? Let's talk Scotch for a second.
Let's talk Scotch.
All right. So as far as favorite Scotch, absolute favorite, I have to say is the Monkey Shoulder.
Oh, me too. You and me.
Yeah, I love that one. The first time I seen that bottle, I was, I hadn't really heard about it and was like, okay, that's a really neat bottle, looking Scotch. So I'm going to try it out. And it ended up becoming one of my favorites, actually. I really like, of course, the old favorites of Glenlivet. And I just finally got to try some of the, Highland Park.
Awesome.
It's a really, I really enjoy it, but I still, revert back to my favorite so far, always being the Monkey Shoulder.
So, what was the Scotch that you tried last night? Scottish Leader.
Scottish Leader.
That one I have not tried that yet. Yeah.
That was really good.
I'm definitely going to be looking that up. Yeah, I like when you guys you started the with the Scotch reviews on there. That's I really like that.
It's fun because I never drank Scotch before, so it's really fun. And I have to laugh because what you said about the bottle and Monkey Shoulder. If I had walked in and looked at all the Scotches, I would have bought that one simply because I'd want those monkeys that are on the bottom. Yeah. They're just too cute.
I think Ray has seen that on the page. I did pop that the emblem off. I'm making that into a kilt pin for sure.
Yes, we're talking
absolutely doing that.
I definitely want to. I'm kind of getting into making my own kilt pins and learning how to cast pewter. So keep an eye out for I guess custom kilt pins for the group and things. Which, by the way, I really liked that Masonic pin you had. That was very unusual. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, well, that one's actually. I'm also part of the. It's a Masonic Riders Association motorcycle group called Widow Sons. Been in it for many years, and that one was given to me by a Widow Son brother in the motorcycle group. It's actually, I guess it's technically, it wouldn't be a kilt pin. It was for, the leather, but it's the size of it and the shape of it. I mean, just, when I got it, I was like, that's dead on a perfect, the long, slender, size, shape, and the weight of it, the pewter that it's made from, the weight of it was just, perfect. I was like, yeah, that's absolutely becoming a kilt pin. I don't know if that's probably not what he intended it for when he gave it to me years ago, but that's what it became.
It's lovely.
Yeah.
It's
one of the, of all the lists there, it was one of the kilt pins that kind of struck me out, where I stood out as one of the more unusual kilt pins. And, it was
that
really interesting.
That whole pin is people, anybody that, and I know there's a lot of guys on their page that are Freemasons. So there's a lot of the symbolism in that pin that they understand, and so that's why I love that one so much. Because when I go out and other Masons see that, I mean, they just immediately they know that that I'm Freemason, and of course leads into the other conversations and getting to know people.
Yep. be one, ask one, and everything. I just petitioned my local lodge, and I'm hoping to get accepted here early March. So we'll find out if that. I'm doing an interview actually this weekend and things for the lodge. So I'm excited about joining up and everything. Do me a favor. Everybody has their favorite kilt story. What is yours? Do you have one?
Well, yeah. Probably one of my most favorite ones was, my wife and I took a trip to Tennessee. We're not too far from Tennessee, but we like to go down to Gatlinburg and do some things, anytime we can. So anyway, we go out, we go to Tennessee and we're going to do some hiking, go up to some waterfalls we'd never been to before. And, as we're hiking, we would pass several people, that would stop and talk to us, because of the kilt. We ended up, meeting several people that actually been to Scotland and started giving us tips on traveling. And, and I was like, oh, this is really awesome. The kilt, brings out new conversation with people you just would normally never talk to. But my favorite part about it is as we're going up this hiking trail up, to get to this waterfall. And as we're coming, going up there, and there's a wife and husband, coming down, and the wife is just like, a kilt. That is awesome. And then she immediately looks at her husband and says, you need to get one of those. And the look on his face, he just he didn't really say much, but kind of smiled. But, it was just one of them things where, it was like, just the fact that a garment you're wearing, just excited someone so much, so, I don't, I know, people think that you're going to get negative comments about wearing it, but I've never really come across that. I've always had, seen excitement or comments or conversations came out of what I'm wearing. So, but that one was absolutely one of my favorites. That she was so excited to see me wearing a kilt.
So, Louis, Raymond tells me you've got a new project coming up, and it's Kilted Keto. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's been, what have I done this now for a year and a half? Actually, my very first kilt that I bought, when I bought that kilt, I was a 48 in the waist. Wow. And, so I still have my first kilt. I can't wear it anymore because now my waist is like 36, 37. So, a year and a half ago,
there'd be no question if you wore your other, there'd be no question if you wore your other one, the question of every man in a kilt. If you wore that, it'd just be down to your, your ankles. There'd be no question. Yeah, there wouldn't
be no question if I tried to wear that one for sure. Because it absolutely, and I wanted to try to alter it. But going from a 48 to, now, like I said, I'm a 36, 37 around my waist that I wear. So anyway, whenever I, got into the keto diet, I know fad diets are out there and everything, but, it dramatically changed, my size, the way I felt, and everything. So anyway, whenever I got into this and you literally kind of change how you look at what you're eating, you become, you have to kind of become a chef to make the food you can't just run out to a fast food restaurant and grab something. Every day you're cooking your meals and preparing them and everything. So I started recording a few of these and, while I'm doing it, and I thought, hey, I'm going to throw some of this on YouTube and, see where it can go. So I did. I created the Kilted Keto Chef, and I've got a few of the videos up, and each one I'm wearing a different kilt and got Scottish music playing in the background, awesome. Scotch in my hand, and making a healthy meal that can help people lose weight and fit into those kilts and make those kilts look so much more slender.
Well, cool. Do you have a YouTube link, or what's just people?
I don't have a I probably have a link, but I don't have enough subscribers yet to own a name. But if you do go to YouTube and look up the Kilted Keto Chef, then it will come up. And And like I said, I've got a few of the videos up, and I've got a couple more I'm working now to get edited and get them posted soon. Yep.
Well, what I'll do is I'll actually put a link down in the bottom here and link in Lewis's Keto Kilted page, and so that folks can see the videos as well and everything.
And
that's awesome.
We'll subscribe
to
you too. We're trying to get subscribers.
We know how it is. We need like 400 subscribers.
I've seen that. Yeah,
open up more benefits on YouTube and everything. So we're halfway there.
We're halfway there, which is good. Yeah. We're kind of like pleading.
That's good.
Please, we just want the name.
Please subscribe.
Please subscribe with the name.
So do me a favor. One of the things I always ask a lot of people is, what is some advice that you can give to the new kilt wearer? We have a lot of new kilties coming into the group, and again, they're always concerned about doing that first walk through Walmart or Kroger's or something like that. What's some of the advice that you could give?
Well, I guess the biggest thing is just to go out and do it. I mean, find. I guess the easiest way to get into that is, if you find a local Scottish festival, or St. Patrick's Day coming up, that's a really easy way to throw on that first kilt. I know that the Irish heritage connects with the Celtic heritage and everything. So
anyways.
Yeah, exactly. So that's an easy one. You can throw one on and get out there. But it's basically just a matter of just going out and doing it, going out and wearing what you're going to wear. You got to realize that, you're going to think about it more than the people around you are going to think about it.
Yeah.
They're pretty much I think some people were probably apprehensive about it because they think, oh no, everybody's going to be staring or, whatever. But they're really not. You're going to walk by, they're going to look and, got a kilt. Okay. And their day is going to go on. They're not even going to think twice about it. So it's just a matter of...
Can I butt in here real quick? The men might do that, but the women don't. The women look at the guy in the kilt and they go, wow, that looks...
Yeah.
At least for me, if I see a man in a kilt, I always say something. Always. Because it's handsome. It's stately. It's handsome. It's confident. And damn sexy.
Yep.
Well,
damn sexy.
The confidence thing is, something else that absolutely, once you do that, and it myself, I know it, even lifted my own confidence as far as, who I am or whatever. Because once you go out and you're just absolutely not worried about what anybody else around you is necessarily thinking because of what you're wearing, then your confidence level rises and you'll want to do it every day and not go back to pants.
Well, one of the things that and you kind of mentioned it a little bit here, but when you don the kilt, what superpower do you suddenly gain?
I guess enthusiasm, because everywhere you go, you know that you're going to be center of attention.
Yeah,
that's true.
So, and that's absolutely the greatest thing I have found is, and actually when we were talking about Scotch, I should have, mentioned this, but the greatest thing I've found is the conversation you end up having.
Mm-hmm.
So when I went to Liquor Barn, the place where I go to get, Scotch, bourbon stuff, I went there and was picking up the Highland Park. Okay. Standing next to me when I'm in my kilt, woman and man standing next to me, and the woman kind of smiles and looks over and she says, "Hey, honey," and taps his shoulder, and he looks back. And I'm sorry, but I cannot remember his name. He told me his name. He actually was from about 3 miles down where this is made.
Oh, wow.
He was from Scotland. So he looked over and he was, he was like, well, hey, and we start, talking about, Scottish heritage and everything. And, but yeah, he was actually from, like I said, he looked and he said, oh yeah, he said, I know exactly where that's at, and with his wonderful Scottish accent that I'm not even going to try to fake. But yeah, he started telling me about being from there. But it's just the fact that when you go out, I've met and ended up talking to so many more interesting people, just because of what I'm wearing. They are more comfortable to approach me, I guess, and, start conversations and stuff. And, so me and my wife always end up getting to meet some amazing people because of it.
Kilts are becoming really popular all over the world, and it's again due to the Scottish influence and the Scottish diaspora that has just reached out all over the world. And Scotland has a lot of influence all over the world. So that being also besides Scotch is also the Kilts.
Absolutely, yeah.
That's true.
But we really appreciate you coming on board here and let us spend time with you and getting to know you better and everything. And just really enjoyed talking to you. It's a lot of cool stuff. I really appreciate it. Well, folks, what I want to do is do me a favor. If you're watching this on YouTube, do me a favor, subscribe to our channel, give us a thumbs up, and comment below and ring that little bell so that you get notified whenever we put up a new video and things. Yeah. And then if you're watching this on Facebook, then do again, same thing. Give us a thumbs up and make some comments below. When you do these sort of things, it helps us rise up in the ratings of both YouTube and Facebook. So do me a favor and do that for me right now.
And also for Louis, because
for Louis, yes, we're going to be
too, so you can subscribe to his channel so he can get his name too.
Yep. So we're going to link Louis's YouTube down there as well. Please go there and check out his channel and encourage him and everything. So I'm Ray.
I'm Cynthia.
And you've been watching Real Men Wear Kilts. Kilt on.
Kilt on.